I'm Dave and this is Austin Eats. Today I'm cooking some Cornish hens inside my wood-fired oven. It's a pretty simple preparation. I'm going to rub the hens down with a little bit of oil, season them with some salt, pepper, and paprika, put them on a bed of onions in a cast iron skillet, and in they go. They're going to cook relatively fast. They're not very big. I'm also going to cook some garlic bread to go with the Cornish hens. Now this is no ordinary garlic bread. I have a large loaf, a round loaf of uncut sourdough bread. I'm going to cut it in nice thick slices, and then I'm going to paint on a nice coating of oil and garlic and some herbs. That is going to also be cooked in the wood-fired oven, but on a Tuscan grill. This is my Tuscan grill. It's actually made from some spare parts that I found at my local hardware store. This is a replacement cast iron grate to some random barbecue. I have no idea which one. And I bought some 3-inch bolts to go with it. That elevates it off of the floor, which is just perfect for my size oven. This is going to be in the back of the oven while the oven is warming up. And when it's time to actually cook the bread, it'll be nice and hot, and I'm going to pull forward some of the hot coals from the back of the oven right up here to the front. So I'll have about 1 inch of coals right in the front. The Tuscan grill will go right on top of the coals, and then the bread goes on the grill. Now the bread will cook very, very fast, but it has a flavor and a texture to it that is just unlike anything else. Both are going to be great, and they're right here on Austin Eats.
The Cornish hens were very easy to prepare. I rubbed a little olive oil on both sides and then simply sprinkled them with some kosher salt, some freshly ground black pepper, and a little paprika. That was it. This is the same preparation that I use when I roast a chicken on my rotisserie. It's simple and it just works. I then placed the Cornish hens in a cast iron skillet on top of some coarsely chopped onions and a little olive oil. Time to light the wood-fired oven. I love to cook in my wood-fired oven. After I let it warm up for about 1.5 hours, I push the remaining coals to the back and let the floor come down to about 450 degrees. Then, in went the cast iron skillet with the Cornish hens. For the garlic bread, I'm going to cut up that loaf of sourdough into big, thick slices, maybe 1.25 inches. Then I'm going to grind up in my mortar and pestle several cloves of garlic with a little bit of melted butter and some olive oil. Add some more melted butter to that and a little more olive oil. Mix it well, and then add in some parsley. After that's mixed well, I'm going to brush it on the bread. Of course, I'm going to do both sides, but it's also important to do the edge of the bread. Right in there. Perfect. I'll brush this mixture on a few more pieces, and then it's time to add the cheese. I'm using a big block of Parmigiano Reggiano, and just using a fine grater, getting a nice coat of grated cheese on both surfaces. And then I'm going to pat it down a little bit just to make sure that it sticks. Need a little bit more right there. There we go. Pat it down. That looks good. Turn them over and I'll do the other side. And this bread is ready for the Tuscan grill. The Cornish hens were great. You can find directions on how to do this in a conventional oven on the amzn.to website. By the way, garlic bread goes with just everything. This is a clear winner. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, let me know. And please subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every week. See you next time on Austin Eats.